Hello there, my name's Catherine and this is my channel So Much Sewing. I'm trying all sorts of new things here today. I'm filming upstairs in my bedroom. It's a grey old murky day here today, so I hope there's enough light. I can see that there's some shadow here. I'm using my microphone, which I don't very often do. I've had some trouble with it making strange noises, so I hope that this works out okay. And I'm also going to be showing you a rack of the basis for my autumn-winter capsule wardrobe. Well, I guess it's not really a capsule, it's just my autumn-winter wardrobe. So all sorts of new things going on here today. I know a lot of people are putting out videos at the moment talking about where their channels are going in the new year. I'm not a very planned and structured person, so I haven't made, great plans for 2023. But one thing I do want to do is I do want to get better at this whole filming malarkey. I would like to get some lighting. I don't have any lighting. Hopefully this microphone I can make work. But the whole editing thing, I'd really like to get better at editing. I find that I actually enjoy it. I know a lot of people hate it. I enjoy it, although I do hate it at the moment because I have got the rumptiest old laptop. There's something wrong with the graphics card. I've taken it into the shop and they can't do anything with it. So what that means is when I'm editing, it's sort of stopping and starting, freezing, hanging, glitching, repeating itself. And so I find it very hard to get very precise cuts in my film. So my editing can be a bit jerky, and I do apologise for that. Again, I really enjoy the process and I'd like to get better at it, but just the equipment I'm using at the moment is rubbish. So I do want to buy a new laptop. I think I've mentioned that before in the past. I do want to buy a new laptop so that I can work this video editing software to its full extent. I'd like to put music in, just get a bit more adventurous and inventive. So I am hoping that in the now we're in the new year, that in a couple of months I'll be able to sort of think about purchasing a new laptop. I have got a Ko-fi account which I will link below. So hopefully you'll find value in my videos. Hopefully you will find them entertaining. I know a lot of you come back again and again, so if it's at all possible in your world, in your budget world, if you are able to buy me a coffee, that would so greatly help me. I would appreciate that so much. It would really help my channel if you could see your way clear to clicking the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. That would really help my channel grow. It would help me get out to more people. It would be great to be able to produce some quality footage for you, so you're not looking at my shadows and looking at my rumpty old rail that I've got. It's held up with the chair because it will just fall over otherwise. So lots of things like that. I know you don't expect perfection, but I would like to be able to give you perfection. But anyway, on with this video, which is all about my autumn winter plans. I know my Australian viewers and my New Zealand viewers will be going, what is she talking about? We haven't even got to the hottest parts of summer yet. But I want to get organised. I feel like I am okay with my summer wardrobe. I mentioned a couple of videos ago, maybe, I'm sort of getting a bit confused about the order of things at the moment. But I did say that I purchased a few items for summer because I realised I wasn't going to be able to produce what I needed for summer. So I'm okay with summer, and now I'm turning my attention to autumn winter. So I've actually getting quite organised. I've got a Pinterest board all set up. I'll see if I can link it below somehow. I don't know how I can do that, but I'm sure I'll be able to. And so then you can have a look at some of these things that I've got here, the patterns, the fabrics, and items of clothing. I actually managed to find a few items of clothing that I actually do physically have. I've managed to find images of them on the interweb, so that was kind of cool. So I guess I will just start by talking through the pieces that I've got here and talking about the things that I would like to make to go along with these pieces, and the sorts of colours that I'm thinking. Right now there is a bit of colour there. I seem to be gravitating towards blues and greens at the moment. I used to be a big purple fan, but I guess, and I love purple, but at the moment it seems to be blue and green, and with a bit of red. I like the red, so yeah, we'll see where that goes. But anyway, so we'll start. Why don't we just start with this thing here? This is actually a ready-made item, and I got it from a company called K&K here in New Zealand, and they're a sort of a, I guess what the English would call a high street brand. Not at the cheapest end, but you know, close to it. I think this cost about, I think it was 150 New Zealand dollars, which is very, very roughly about 75 pounds or 75 American dollars, something like that. And it's a faux Sherpa, sort of a shacket, and I love it. It's very oversized, but that's good because that means I can put some big woolly jumpers underneath it. I just love it so much. One bummer about it is that this lining does kind of leave fluff balls on my clothing. So unfortunately I can't wear it with black, and I wear a lot of black. I love black. So that is a bit of a downside, but other than that I just love it. Actually, you can't see my shoes here. I've got some leather boots here that I purchased from Duo Boots in England when I was visiting a number of years ago. Very expensive boots. They specialise in little skinny chicken calves right up to big, more voluminous, voluptuous calves. And so I've always had really big calves. When I was heavier, of course, my calves were bigger. So I have had to, unfortunately, I love boots. I have purchased actually several pairs of boots from Duo Boots online since I bought these ones. And I wore them to death, but I had to on-sell them because they just got too big for me when I did lose weight. But these ones I think I can still get away with. I think they were a little bit sort of tight when I purchased them. So I'm going to see if I can make them work for me this winter. And they're a very nice sort of grey colour. I think I feel like they're sort of a bit of a 70s kind of vibe. But anyway, we'll see if I can work those into my wardrobe. These boots here are from a company called Molini. I don't know if you can get them in other parts of the world. These are the comfiest things. They're like slippers. The lining is very lovely. The sole is rubber, so it's so comfortable. They've got zips all over them. My boss at work calls them my cowboy boots, not because they look like cowboy boots, but when I walk they jingle. I don't know if you could hear that. So he calls them my cowboy boots. There's those. And these are another pair of boots that I purchased from Duo Boots. These are called Bala, B-A-L-L-A. I love these so much. They've got that sort of distressed look to them. They probably do need a bit of leather conditioning on them. I should do that. But I've worn these. These are my most favourite boots. So these three pairs of shoes here, plus these leather sneakers, are going to form the basis of my autumn winter wardrobe. I do have some other shoes that I'll throw on every now and then, but these are the ones I'm going to wear to death, these two especially, and I'm going to try and get some wear out of these. If I find I'm not wearing them, then I will pass them on, on-sell them. So that's my shoes. You've seen my coat, my Sherpa-y, shackety type thing. Other than that, I guess I'll start with these things here, because these are going to be the absolute basis of my wardrobe. These are my skinny jeans. You can see I've been wearing them baggy at the knees. My skinny jeans from a company called City Chic, which I believe is in England as well. Probably not in the US, but I mean, they're just a basic skinny jean. So comfortable, very stretchy. These obviously go with both those boots. I could probably put those boots with them. I haven't tried that, but this is the basis of so many of my outfits. Obviously they dress up, they dress down. I wear them to work. They're absolutely brilliant, and I love wearing this with them. Actually, I can put a picture in of me wearing, I don't think I've got these pants on, I've got some Ponte stretch pants in the picture, but it's this with a long black t-shirt underneath this, and the skinny pants, and I think I've got my brown boots on, and that is just an outfit that I love and adore, and I wear that all the time in the cooler months. This is a toaster sweater by Sew House 7. It's made out of a beautiful merino, which I got from Draper's in New Zealand here. You've seen it before on my channel, you'll see it again, because it's just so beautiful and comfortable to wear. And these are a pair of jeans. I think again I got these from K&K. They're well, they say straight fit, and I guess they do look straight fit, but on me they kind of look flared, not way bell flared or anything. Very comfortable stretchy jeans, and of course these go as another basic, go with absolutely everything, with these leather shoes here. This is another me made item that I like to wear with these jeans. This is my Hazelwood top from Tazuti. This got quite a lot of wear last winter time. I love the colour. The fabric I'm not so sure about, I've spoken about it before. It's a cotton rib knit. It does have a bit of stretch, not a lot. It's quite heavy fabric, so it feels snugly. It's a little bit restrictive for a knit, but I'll continue to wear this, and I do have this fabric in a mulberry colour, which will fit well into this capsule wardrobe here. I'm not sure what I'll make out of that. I might make a topper, or maybe I'll make another moss jacket, which I'll show you in a minute. Maybe that's what, actually that's probably not a bad idea, a cropped moss jacket. But anyway, so that's the Hazelwood. Been really useful last winter. This is a ready-to-wear item that I purchased from a company in New Zealand here called Easy Buy. I have worn and worn this. Got a bit of fluff on it. Beautiful colour. It's mostly, what is it, mostly viscose, I think. Oh no, cotton. 90% cotton and 10% cashmere, but don't get excited about the cashmere content. It may as well not be there, but it's very snuggly and cuddly, and it looks fantastic with my black skinny jeans. Again, I like to wear it with a longer shirt underneath. I've got a lighter blue t-shirt, sort of shirt tail t-shirt, and a black shirt tail sort of t-shirt that I wear underneath. I might start wearing it without the t-shirt underneath, but I am very conscious of this area, and I don't like that showing, you know, like with my jeans and then that bit showing, so I take a lot of care to make sure that that doesn't happen. So but we'll see how we go. So yeah, real mixture of ready-made and me-made. This here is an Elton blouse from Cashmerette with the pleats in the arm there. This is an absolutely lovely bouncy wool. I think it's 100% wool. I can't remember, to be honest, I'm sorry. I got this fabric from the fabric store in New Zealand. I don't think they've got any of it left. So I made this Elton. This was my first Elton that I made. I made a 14, size 14, and graded out to a 16. But it's quite a generous sort of a cut. So if I make it again, I might go down a size. I also made this Elton hack into a dress. This is a viscose twill. I didn't do the pleats on the sleeve with this one. I just did a plain sleeve because I only had 2.5 meters. This was fabric from one of the Dahlia Society bespoke boxes, and lovely drapey viscose twill, absolutely gorgeous. But actually I've seen this fabric made up. There's a very expensive designer here in New Zealand called the Carpenter's Daughter, and she had some items in her collection recently made out of this fabric as well, so that gave me a bit of a kick to see that. So this is knee length. I wear it with black tights, I wear it with my chunky boots there, and also with, I've got a finer pair of black ankle boots. They're still a bit chunky, but they're a bit more dressy than this. And I wear it with, I've got 2 Megan lawn line cardigans that I made. This one is a grey basket weave knit that I got from Minerva. It's a viscose basket weave, so I wear it with that. And I have another black Megan longline cardigan. These are Tazuti patterns, I don't know if I mentioned. And so I wear this with this cardigan as well. This is not a very stretchy knit, but I have found the Tazuti Megan longline cardigan a very, very useful staple in my wardrobe last winter. I might not make another one, only because I've got to. They're very similar in colour with the dark charcoal and the black, so maybe I should make a colour, because you can just wear that with everything. This is a top from Fayma, F-A-Y-M-A. This company makes patterns to your measurements. You punch in a whole bunch of measurements and they create the pattern in your exact size. So I made this quite a while ago. I had lost a little bit more weight since I made this, but I feel like it's still a nice oversized fit. I don't think it's too big, too big. I made this this was actually a practice piece I made out of just a cheap, it might have even been a second, I'm not sure, cotton jersey, but I really like it. To be honest, I haven't actually worn it. Have I worn it? I don't think I have worn it, because I feel like the fabric had some flaws in it, but and there are a few little flaws in it, but I don't think anybody will notice. And I think that colour's beautiful. Again, put it with my jeans, just a lovely basic. So I want to try and see if I can start wearing that this autumn winter. I think the other thing that I thought wasn't so great about it was that you can't zhuzh the sleeves up because it's a fixed band. And I thought this fabric might be quite hot, and I don't want to get too hot, but we'll see how we go, and I can always remake it in another fabric anyway, so I want to give that a good go, a fair go. This is my Sweet Cheeks from Pattern Emporium, made out of a cotton knit. I probably will make another one of these, but make it a round neck. You might have seen video of mine previously where I had made a round neck one in a black sort of lace knit, which was a nightmare. It fell to pieces. The fabric was a disaster. But so if I get some better fabric, well, I've got loads of fabric, I will have something down there, and so I will probably make the crew neck version for this, because it's just, it's got lovely little splits in the side. The back is longer than the front. It's just a really nice, comfy, more casual item, but a really good piece for the wardrobe. Now I've got a couple of slip dresses. These are ready to wear slip dresses. I haven't actually ever, well, actually I thought I hadn't worn this before, but there's a mark on the front, so clearly I've worn it before and been a bit of a grub. But I love a slip dress. This one in particular is just so beautiful. It's chiffon. I think it might be polyester, but you know, that's okay in the winter time for me. I just love the way it swishes, and it's just so long on me because I'm short. It's so long on me. And this one, like I say, I must have worn it, but I would like to start wearing this because I adore the colour. It needs a good press. I feel like these are great with, oh my, this silly thing, with a baggy jumper over the top. That's how I like to wear those. And the last thing I've got here is my most recent make. You will have seen it probably in a previous video, where I think this will be a Friday sews, probably before you see this one. And this is made out of a beautiful viscose. It's a very cool handle, very sort of smooth weave. I don't know what kind of viscose. Is it a chalet? I'm not sure. And this is an Anae shirt dress. I haven't put buttons on it yet, but this will be an over piece that I can wear open as a bit of a jacket over a long black t-shirt perhaps. You will have seen some pictures in my previous video about how I would style this. I could wear it done up. So I think this will probably be more autumny than winter because it's very obviously fine viscose fabric, but it'll be good layered, and I think it'll start me off in the autumn. There are a few things that I would like to make to add to this collection here. You may remember in the Sew Wrapped challenge I won some Dorada Davies patterns, and there is the Edith top there that I would like to make. I could make it in, I've got some lovely sort of aubergine coloured linen that I could make it in. Again, that would be more autumny, and then I would layer that as, you know, times got a bit cooler. I probably could even make that in the mulberry colour of this cotton rib knit that I had made my Tazuti Hazelwood top in. I might think about that. Perhaps that could work, because this is quite, as I say, a sort of a structured kind of a fabric with that big roll neck. It could sit quite well. I also would like to make a Cosmos sweater, a loose fit crew neck version, possibly the funnel neck. I will put a picture in at some stage of the fabrics that I have available to make these things out of, and you'll see that the colorways will work very nicely in with what I've got here, and perhaps, you know, inject a bit more color into things. I want to make a couple of pairs of pants as well, and I've got a few pants patterns, and I mean trousers, not underpants. I've got a wide-legged pair of pants from Tazuti that I could possibly make, or a pair, they're Chiara, I think they call it, Chiara, and I've got a pair of Nina pants. So the Chiara or Chiara, or however you pronounce that, are a woven pattern, and the Nina is a slim leg stretch pattern, and I've got fabrics for both those scenarios. And I'm not holding myself to any of these ideas. Obviously I will need a few more pieces, although equally obviously I've got quite a lot in there already. Actually, I haven't shown you the moss jacket, the Helen's Closet moss jacket. I love this. This is made in a heavyweight linen. I did a video on this, I think it might have been the second video I ever did. Second or third video I ever did. And I love this. It's got a really nice weight to it. It's not for the depths of winter, but it's, you know, with some layers underneath. It's a really nice top off layer. I can wear it in the office, I can wear it outdoors, and this is fantastic. So I could make another one of those. I did mention using maybe again this mulberry fabric for one of these. We shall see. So yeah, my colours, blue, green, red. I would like some more purple. I would like some lighter greens. Yeah, again, I'll show you an image of my fabrics, my winter fabrics that I could potentially use for these things. I've got a bit of a motto for my clothing. I watch stylists on YouTube as well, and you know, several of them say that it's great to have a sort of a 3-word style guidepost, and my 3 words are funky, functional, and fluid. So I like something with a little bit of an edge to it. I feel like I'm not necessarily your cookie cutter kind of a style person. It has to be functional. I like flat shoes that are comfortable for walking in. I don't like too much kind of flounce and accessories and carry on, and fluid. I like drapey things that drape over, skim over my body, you know, but sort of ethereal in some ways without being too frou-frou. So yeah, I guess that's, I'm trying to keep those words in mind as well when I come up with my items that I want to add to this wardrobe. So I hope you found that interesting. I always like looking at other people's wardrobes and seeing how they put things together. Like I say, I'll try and link the Pinterest board below if I can. And I hope to keep on track with this. Like I say, I'm not a very structured person, but I feel pretty good about this. I did have plans about making a spring-summer capsule wardrobe, and that didn't work out. But I feel like I'm going to be able to get this up and running. I've got plenty of time, and I think I'm going to be able to make this work. So please keep me on track. Please make sure that I am making the things that I need for my autumn winter capsule. Of course, I'll make a few random things that come up from time to time, but I want to get serious. Anyway, thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate it. I hope you had some interest in what I had to say here and the things that I have in my wardrobe. It's actually really good for me to see that I have got a lot of me-made stuff, and I hadn't sort of realised how much I had incorporated it into my day-to-day wardrobe. So I'm really excited about being able to add more pieces in as the year progresses. Thanks again for being here. See you next time. Bye-bye.